right now, from what I've seen, it's easy for me to say that he's the best that I've ever seen shoot. I've seen some great shooters. But, we have this conversation all the time about the generations, what we've seen, who's the best at their particular position or their skill. You guys know as well as I do, each year, the generation, when they change, the game changes. And so I really put him in a category all of his own.
Back to the rally, Tyler Jacobson, our NBA champ, Antoine Walker, going to break down the best shooter in the history of the game. These are fun conversations to have. There's no right or wrong, but it always sparks debate and always gets us fired up. You heard Ray Allen on ESPN's First Take with some very nice things to say about Steph Curry. Allen's certainly one of the game's greatest shooters of all time. Twan, who are your top 5 shooters in the history of the NBA? Let's go from 5 to 1.
Number 5, Reggie Miller is my guy. Reggie Miller, great three-point shooter, clutch three-point shooter. One of the toughest guys I've seen. We don't see a lot of highlights of him going to the basket, so he's one of those guys that's up there. Number 4, Ray Allen.
Ray Allen, number 4.
I got Ray Allen as my number 4 guy. Unbelievable. Came in the draft with him, and just to see him develop into being one of the kind of really overtake Reggie Miller as the best shooter was unbelievable to see. And he can actually drive to the bucket early in his career and just turned out to be a great three-point shooter. So Ray Allen is 4th for me. Number 3, I got to go with Klay Thompson.
Current day player.
The reason why I'm going with Klay Thompson at number 3 is because of his ability to put it on the floor, 1 and 2 dribbles. He's not just a standstill three-point shooter. He can do it off the bounce, and that's what impresses me the most about him. I think a lot of people don't look at him like that, but his ability to shoot the basket, he can go on runs. I just think back to that Sacramento game and the run that he went on. I mean, we may not never see that again in a quarter. And most of that came from jump shots, if not all of it. Second, Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
Second best shooter of all time.
Now, he didn't come up in the three-point era. Back when Bird was playing hoop, they didn't even have the three-point line until, he got out of college, basically. But obviously, Larry was so good. There was games where he started to shoot with his left hand. Because
and this is a guy he played below the basket, 6'9". So he 17, 18 feet, he was automatic. That's and I love him. I wanted to put him 1, but it's tough for me to put him 1 after what Steph Curry did last year. So Steph Curry is my number 1 guy. What he's been able to do from the three-point line is amazing. And last year, the 30, 50, 40, 90 was amazing. But he's the best shooter because his ability to one again, like Klay Thompson, do it off the dribble, the range that he has. I mean, this guy's got to set the record for how far he shoots from. And also, he's the best bad shot maker we've ever seen in the league. And Michael Jordan's the best scorer to ever score the basketball, but he's the best bad shot maker and the best three-point shooter that we ever had in this league. So Steph Curry is my best shooter.
There you go, NBA fans. You are in the midst of watching the greatest shooter of all time play right now in the NBA. His shot's a little off right now. Steph's going through, for his standards, a little bit of a slump.
Yeah, but that comes. When you're a shooter, that happens. You go through stretches where you don't make some shots. You want to make them when they count.
All right, keep getting them up. And Steph, better to be cold right now than in a couple of months when the postseason is in full effect. Share your thoughts on your favorite shooter, your best shooter in the history of the NBA. Share your thoughts on Antoine's list. The rally is the hashtag. Twitter is the platform to share.